experience purpose and the ultimate glory of God. I am Nate Garland, your humble historian for this evening, and I thank you for joining us for another chapter in our tale. Say hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone.
Sarah, over to you.
Oh, hello, everybody. Well, this is our season 2 finale today. So we are about to head into our summer.
Finale is final in Spanish.
Here, welcome to the table. So that being said, we will not be here every other week as we typically are for our normal campaign. That will resume in the fall. But we do have some special one-shots coming up on an about monthly basis, and our next one is being run by our very own Nate Garland, our historian. On June 13th, it is called Operation Veiled Eden, and if you were able to catch any of the episodes of the Night Owls one-shot, or you've been tuning in with this campaign, yes, they have been NPCs on occasion, you might want to check that out, because it's a cool kind of way of weaving the stories together. Don't forget, main competition after this episode.
All right.
And that's all I got. Join our Discord, follow our socials, and we'll see you for this in the fall.
That outfit
Back to you,
matches
Nate.
even with the hat.
Yeah,
right?
well done. Thank you, Sarah.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm sick.
Currently trying to use my Prime sub to resubscribe to our channel, and for some reason it's just not working. I don't know why that does that sometimes.
Yeah, mine hasn't worked either.
I gotta restart it. In any case, before we begin, let's open up the records for review. Eta Squad, in custody for trying to defend a traitor, is freed by a contingent of Falstat soldiers led by Thomas Leopold. After regrouping, they make their way to the Firebird, climbing the fortress in much the same way as the wall months prior. Taking the service elevator down, the squad finds the power source of the Firebird, the same Edivarian technology that they found in the Björn gang warehouse in Proxstrania, and it was keeping the Firebird afloat. Taking the lead, Cricket began overloading each block of Bartanium before turning his attention to the power converters. Overloading the system, the blast of energy knocked him against the wall. In a moment of quick thinking, he threw the Bartanium sconce away from his person as he jumped backwards. The overloaded power conducted through it instead of his body, barely saving his life. Dear friend, I found a lost piece of this story. Why it was hidden from the records, I can't say. Contained in this letter is the link that may bring context to what happened next. The full events must be written down somewhere. I imagine there would be a community discourse on these events. Episode 17.5.
Surprise!
Surprise!
Immediately after the events of episode 17, exiting the Firebird, Eta Squad begins to discuss their next move. Follow Leopold's orders. Follow Leopold's orders and head west, or make their own way.
What now?
Well, I'm not going anywhere without Oliver.
The Vestraya and the Reshik begin a conversation that gets heated. Morbid offers a deadly way out of the predicament that she put them in. Petra protests, and Rock considers what he really stands for. Emotions high, words turn hurtful.
It's your obsession with that pathetic child.
And the doctor throws a punch at Rock.
You're right. I was obsessed. That's the kind of person I am. I find something and I latch onto it until it's gone or until it kills me.
Cricket and Rock decide to abandon their orders and look for Oliver. Morven and Petra don't hesitate to agree to it.
I have your backs, even if it's our last mission together.
Sounds like we're all in agreement on what we're doing now.
Before they continue on, Morven admits to giving Olin ambrosia, and Cricket doesn't take the news of the reason behind Oliver's death lightly.
I feel like you enjoy his games. And that's what we are. Just pieces in the game, sacrificed to protect the king. I wonder what you view me as. A pawn? A knight? A bishop?
Cricket.
No more a part of his games than another piece on Feme. If I had thought for even a moment there was any chance I could have taken his place, I would have. I promise you.
The grief shared among them turns towards the Almighty.
I know how much he loved you. For him, I will work with you. And I love you too. I'm just mad. It's not fair. I'm sorry.
I just want to see him again.
You know what he would say to that. You can.
Eta heads back to the camp in the middle of a civil war amongst Falstat soldiers. They search for Oliver amongst the other dead at the medical tent and come away with only a confused Killian Rapp. While Rock talks with an angry Hannah Miller, Cricket searches for a mode of transport and finds Nalia's perambulator. Perambulator. With her inside, unconscious and hooked with an IV to the perambulator's fuel tank, filled with ambrosia and melodium. When he gets the rest of Eta back to her, they discover that Olin was behind sedating her within the perambulator in the first place, with a teacup on the dashboard.
Olin did this.
Why?
Punishment.
Why would he harm his only success?
Because it was never about the greater good for him, Rock. It was about playing his stupid games.
Rock's anger burns, as waking her appears dangerous. But Morvid takes a chance and they extract her from the machine together, only to find out she has no idea what happened to Oliver. Just as they were about to move on, Kivos Timus Leopold finds them again, incensed at their disobedience. But the information he provides gives Morvid the idea that there is more to Oliver's death than meets the eye. Gillis and Andre fled, though halfway to the capital by now. Speaking of, Staten's loyals is fighting in the streets. The city will be a crater in a day.
They must have taken him.
The boy's a corpse, Morvid. It's dead weight.
Then why would they take him?
Don't do this to yourself. Do not hope. Don't be a fool.
What else do I have left, Kivos?
Eta Squad, as defiant as ever, convinces their Kivos that they won't back down from finding their own squad mate. They send Rapp to North Bast to get to safety, Petra writing him a note for when he gets there. Leopold takes their place, taking on the duty of attempting to ally with the Adelians. Morvid gives him his father's medal to aid him in this dangerous endeavor. In moments, Eta Squad is heading back east as far as the capital to find Skilf Oliver Wembley, without alliance or allegiance. Scared, angry, and determined not to leave one of their own behind. The full transcript will be posted in our Discord. That's a good excuse to maybe join the Discord.
True.
You better.
It's a lengthy read.
Petra says a lot more in it.
Yeah, she does.
I quit.
Mr. President, the Field Marshal's on the line. Thank you, George. He clears his throat before putting the phone to his ear.
Phones exist, confirmed.
Hello, Mr. Valensky. What can I do for you? He grabs a notepad while motioning to the man next to him to write down the conversation. The whole exchange was being recorded, but it was best to be sure. Yes, I understand. He leans back in his chair. What would you have me do, Field Marshal? The room around him is silent as the aides look to each other. I understand the urgency. You know it's not our boys out there. There's a visible frustration on his face. Well, Petrio, I will discuss this with my advisors. I'll personally call you with the answer tomorrow at 4 p.m. Your time to go, gentlemen. Lena Krakowski smiles at her brothers. one by blood, one by happenstance.
Aww.
The three had stayed a few days at Ravensguard, but Destershot was calling to the Krakowskis, while Franco was eager to get back to Edavario. The young woman listened to the explanation given by Annika Bridges. Last, Lena knew the truth. It was bittersweet. Though Lena was lied to, admitting the truth of what happened to August Alisat had helped her move on from the grief and guilt in her heart. The woman who was Lydia Alisat to her asked, I hope you might consider giving me the chance to rebuild again. Sorry, will never be enough to repay you to you the damage I've done. And I know not what tomorrow holds for us in this war. While we would greatly value your skills, if you walked away today, I would not blame you. My apology does not, nor will ever, come with strings. My honesty, however, is something that you will have henceforth, whether you stay or go. She had decided to go, but she told Annika to visit them in Destershad. Franco had a colleague that would be able to house them for a time. Time for peace! The protesters surrounding the Parliament building on Bellevue Square in Destershad were becoming more agitated. With the Queen and Field Marshal away, Parliament had the impossible task of keeping the peace in the capital. The military police had already been deployed, and looting had begun in parts of the city. The news of the king's miraculous return to life had sparked two vastly different responses. The truth of the conscription had come to light, and many were angry their sons and daughters were taken to fight for their enemy. The members of Parliament tried to bury the information, but the Queen had sent Declan's reports to the press. No better disinfectant than seat light. The feelings of betrayal may stay with a generation, but time is of the essence, Skilf. I need this message delivered yesterday. Understood? Sir. Take the Valetava Bridge. The main thoroughfare is a crater. The Premier's men. Grigori's men. We will see who the title belongs to in the coming days. Any word from Andre? No. They've not seen him for some time. We can only hope the Ovakian loyalists made it out of the city. It's only a matter of time for dinner! Viola Isaacs calls down the hallway. She had insisted on serving the Petrogard tonight. As she sets the table, a lone set of footsteps echo in the hallway. There's a knock on the door, and Declan Tellerman enters, giving a slight bow. You're the first to arrive. Please, have a seat. Were the others on the way? Declan enters the room, pulling out the Queen's chair. She smiles and sits. The newly minted Petrogard member then takes his seat across from her. I forgot to tell them. She looks at him quizzically. So they're not... Declan Tellerman, what are you doing? He smiles, pouring her a glass of wine. Something I should have done much sooner, V. He sips from his own glass before continuing. There's a floating city coming to kill us, so there's no time like the present. He takes her hand that sits on the table. I love you, Viola Isaacs. I have, for a very, very long time.
It's the Kristen Cole type.
Her memories of them growing up together
Papa
and remaining...
just exploded a gas station somewhere.
She felt it in the elemental force. Just
Her memories of them growing up together and remaining friends for so long flood her thoughts. He continues. I was hoping... Will you marry me, Declan Tellerman? The man jumps slightly before he lets out a small chuckle. That's not how this was supposed to... Oh, shut up. Yes, ma'am. It was about time of death. 6:43 a.m. Alessandra Wembley pulls the sheet over the Falstat soldier she was caring for. She had prayed for another miracle, but it wasn't meant to be. She was able to save half a boy just a few short weeks ago, but not now. This was meaningless. All of it. As the preacher said in the scriptures, better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men. And the living should take it to his heart. Her own heart couldn't take it anymore. She said a prayer for her boy, who was somewhere out there, and knew that, more likely than not, she would be entering into that former house. It was inevitable. Thanks for joining us for episode 18 of Inevitability. And we're back. The road to the capital was a long one. After a brief stop in Dekrovos for more serum, Eta Squad had been driving in shifts as they pursued Gillis and Andreev. They had to detour around the skirmishes that raged in Falstat's metropolitan areas. The Civil War had spread far and wide. Due to lost time, Eta Squad's only option was to forgo pit stops or much-needed rest. What are your conversations on the ride, Ada?
This is not a conversation. I'm guessing I didn't get the perambulator.
You are driving behind with a perambulator.
Nice.
Totally destroying the infrastructure of the road.
It's
Did we meet any trouble at Dekrovos?
When you got to Dekrovos,
Oh gosh.
it was an odd sight. It's almost as if they didn't know about anything.
Whoa.
There is no war in Bossing. So.
Yeah.
Ugh. Hate these guys.
So we went there and left.
Dekrovos is the farthest military outpost from the capital.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's Nalia doing?
Over the course of the drive, she's perked up more, and has been almost back to herself. I mean, that was a lot of sedation she went through, and even with her changed physiology, it would take a little bit of time.
Just so you know, your girlfriend might be an opioid addict now. Sorry.
Where are we going?
We're looking for Gillis and Andre. Leopold said they went to the capital. Or at least they were heading there.
And where do we go when we get there? The Capitol building?
I don't know.
So since we left Dekravos, have we seen any more signs of civil war?
All over the place. Every city is around. It's more as you get closer to the capital.
Yeah.
What have we done?
We?
I didn't say that.
Sorry.
Sarah.
Did I start a civil war?
Oops. I started a war.
It would have been nice if you maybe had a plan after.
After
Sedating maybe the most evil person living on the planet currently.
the plan was he would make the cure for himself, I would get in trouble, and you all would eventually get it.
I radio in. I was just thinking over here, what was your plan?
Not
It doesn't seem very well thought out.
There
Over.
ever much of a plan.
What would inspire him to give us the cure now?
Oh, you would have to take it. He would never give it to you.
Yeah. So, I'm wondering what this was all for.
For the cure.
He could have the cure right now, and we don't know. We don't even know where he is.
He's in the capital.
Maybe.
We won't know unless we find out, right?
Yes, Vistraya.
Do I know what the best hospital in the capital would be?
There's multitude. It's a huge city.
Yeah.
You've not been to the capital
No.
too much. And
Akron, Ohio. Massive. Sprawling metropolis.
What is the name of the capital again?
Noborkiov.
Noborkiov.
Is that where the university is?
No, that's in Petrova.
That's in Petrova.
Petrova. Petrova University.
Which you guys would have been close by to on your way here.
I definitely kind of veer off a little bit on the road and I'm back.
Faulkner, do you need somebody to relieve you?
No, I'm good.
I can drive.
No, I'm fine. I was gonna go there.
Right now?
No.
We
No.
agreed to not stop.
No. I know. I'm not stopping.
But you said you were going to go there.
Years ago,
That's what she meant.
dreams change.
Is this your dream?
My dream was to go to university. Yeah.
No, is this your dream?
Being stuck in a car on the way to our likely deaths? Not exactly, but
Whoa. Who's likely death?
ours. Any of ours?
We're gonna be all right.
My guess is that he's in...
There's a hand that goes on your shoulder as Nalia leans up in the back. She doesn't say anything.
There's a little tear that starts falling as I'm driving.
I'm sorry. My guess is that if he's not well, still in a hospital near the palace, or maybe even in the palace itself.
You really think Oliver's alive?
I don't know.
Okay.
Foolish thought.
Even if he's not, why would you take a dead body?
Test it.
Right. But why?
I don't care why. I just know that we deserve that body, not them. And if us taking the body hinders his research, it seems like a plan to me. Not getting much on my end.
Do you think that maybe they have Dad's tech?
I hand the car radio to Rock.
No?
How far did he get with his project?
They would have it in the same state that he had it when he brought it to Skull. They probably developed it into something completely different.
Just seems like something that, possibly keep him alive. Over.
Maybe, but like I said, it's probably a completely different thing. They only had his research in the alpha testing. He took it and made it something completely different. They probably took it and made it something completely different. Same base tech, maybe. Are you suggesting he's at the university?
Can you say over when you're over? Over?
Is this just because you want to go to the university so you can say that you went to university over?
No, but it did pop into my brain, the idea of Dad's tech possibly being involved when I thought of the university. Over.
I mean, we haven't seen any signs that his tech is being... Maybe? What's a theory? Over.
I just have a feeling that little evil child that was referred to during Dad's studies, that was Olin. Oh, shoot. Over.
And like I said, they probably took the tech and made it into something completely different. It's like... If you're making a tool, you use the same base ingredients for different things. You don't use ingredients for tools. You know what I'm saying? It's a tool. Dad used it for one thing. They're probably using it to make microchips to put in bombs. I didn't say over. Over.
Sorry, I was pressing the button. Can you say that last part?
Over.
Okay, thank you.
This continues on.
Yeah, he did I tell you? I did tell you. What he asked me to use Dad's tech in order to, pump the ambrosia into soldiers to make them super soldiers. So I'm just thinking.
Yeah, we grabbed it. We grabbed the rest of what was left
Here, sorry.
on the way out.
What was that? I didn't catch it.
What she said.
Okay. Well, I don't know what she said, but if
How about you just think about it?
Okay, I'll keep thinking. Over.
I'm gonna turn the radio off to preserve battery. Over.
Wait, no, why would you do that?
Just plug into the car.
Give me a logic test.
Nice. It's a pass. I have like a +4, I think.
You're
Hit by a deer.
100% that your brother is just trying to shut you up. That doesn't track at all.
We should really leave the line open so he can hear us talk.
I'm leaving it open. It's just if
You should really leave the line open in case I need
I think
anything.
it's off.
Over.
Anything else, Ada?
I'm still driving.
Sorry.
I feel fine. Especially after you assumingly triaged me. I should not have said what I said. I'm sorry.
Thanks.
And for what it's worth, if you could latch on to this sick invalid, that would be nice.
They're pointing to my...
I'm putting it out.
Rock, we talked about this.
What? I'm not talking about you.
Not this time.
Listen, she needs a wounded bird.
Alright, well, be
No,
nice in the way you describe.
She's asleep.
Actually, I'm very much awake.
Alright, you would describe yourself as in a poor state right now.
Less than ideal.
Suboptimal.
That's a good term. Suboptimal.
Thanks.
I've been suboptimal for a year. She does actually giggle at that.
And nobody replied.
Everybody whistles.
Petra's actually giggling in the front. She's like, I've been waiting a long time to make a joke like that, okay?
That joke. I was starting to think of something with one leg, but it just wasn't there.
It had no legs to stand on.
It really isn't.
Can you all start teaching me Ovaknian?
What? You want to learn Ovaknian?
I say your mother is a cow in Ovaknian.
He said your mom's a cow.
No.
That's actually pretty funny.
It's very hard to understand your accents.
What? My accent is normal.
Well, I'm not fluent in the Vaknian, so.
Just
But she has a Ovaknian accent.
Ilonian. It's
I guess,
basically,
yeah.
Olin said it wasn't necessary for me to learn Ovaknian.
Yes, less you know the better, maybe.
Yeah, keeping you in the dark, perhaps.
Probably.
Well, it's a good thing I'm a linguist. Where do you want to start? Medical terms?
The alphabet?
Sure.
Give me a test of persistence, Morvid.
2 Sarah characters in a row are linguists.
Yeah. 12.
It's a helpful trait to have.
It is.
So you guys are in this,
The dark vision of our world.
on this journey for some time. So you begin to pick things up. You writing things down. You kind of, okay, great. You are not going to learn a language in 12
No.
days, but
12 days?
At least
you
I
are
can
driving
start.
across
Oh my
most of the continent.
Russia.
You know, you're picking up on this pretty fast. I think that in a few months you might be conversational.
Did I tell you guys that I breathed in some of that weird gas that gave you the melty powers?
I grabbed the radio. You did what? Over.
I breathed in some of that stuff that we had the gas mask on for. I'm thinking that I could become pretty powerful.
Try your gathering again. Sorry. Try your gathering again. Over.
I'm currently driving. I'll have to try it out later, but I didn't die, so that's a positive.
I
Over.
grabbed- That is very good, Cricket. Over.
I'm bored.
No way.
What are you guys thinking about? Over.
I'm thinking about how many people we might have to kill and if everybody's willing to kill people to do this, because I don't think they're just going to let us walk in there. I think this is going to be like we might have to kill people in a hospital.
Did you say over? I just wasn't sure if you were done yet.
Over.
Over. Oh, sorry. Well, I mean, like, people in a hospital, it depends on how you look at it. Maybe they're dying already. And we're just ending their suffering sooner. Over. Oh, I let go of the button. Over.
I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm trying to gauge everybody's feeling before we're in the midst of battle and somebody doesn't want to do something. Over.
Are you genuinely asking us this, Rock?
What's people's thoughts on euthanasia? Over.
What's Asia? Yes, I'm genuinely asking you. We're going to the hospital to kill Owen.
Right. So we're planning on just committing a murder spree? I'm sorry.
Do you think that Olin is unguarded? No, he's a paranoid maniac.
Okay, all right. Let's calm down.
Maybe.
Why do we have to jump to the worst case scenario?
I start handing out all of our fake Falstat IDs from Prakstrani.
You mean from the
Find
prison
my
camp?
name.
From Prakstrani. So you get Lydia.
You're a
Oh.
blondie.
Wow, you know, me and this girl actually look like surprise. Oh, sorry, hold on. Can you take the wheel for like 2 seconds? Wow, we look really similar. That's really crazy.
What are the chances?
What are the odds?
Cats are
She looks
What are the
really
odds, Richard?
sad.
What are the odds?
She looks really sad.
She was.
really only Olin and whoever took him knows our faces. So we go by different names until we have to.
That
Do I
was
sound
pretty.
like her?
It was pretty
Do I
good.
sound like her yet?
Be a little bit more
Squeaky.
whiny.
Oh, my name is Katarzyna.
That's.
That's really good.
I didn't know her as well, but I think that was right.
I'm so sad.
I'm being transported.
I'm very sorry for lying to all of you.
You need to stare off into the distance more. Over.
If I do that, the car will crash.
Dr. Reichenbach, the one we sent. Right.
The one who makes the popcorn? Over.
How did you hear that?
The line's open. He's a specialist in something called post-traumatic stress disorder. Specifically,
I
memory
think that's
loss
made up.
associated with it.
And this is important because... Oh, Killian. Yeah, right.
Mid-century medicine.
Rat.
That's big.
That's who we sent him to.
Give me
That's good.
cocaine and Vicodin. That's what they would have given me.
I kind of like him without the memories, though.
You should have told me that before we sent
Did
him
you just
to
say
him.
you
But
like
it's better if he has the whole picture and the whole truth.
you like him better brain dead?
No, I'm saying that I
He
feel...
was nicer to her.
Yeah.
All right, but what about agency here?
He needs to have the truth. He needs to know his full self. He can choose whether he likes me after that or not.
Do you like him?
Well, he's
No, like him.
like.
Like.
No.
Like beyond the war.
No.
Is this a Falstat phase?
It's like
And then I like... What language is Nalia? native?
Ionian.
I say it in Ionian. It's like when you really like somebody, really, like, a lot.
like.
Yeah.
It's like when you
And
give
the answer
when you
is no.
give someone a goat.
Just give someone a goat in not
It's
a
kind of
friendly
like
way.
when you give someone a goat, you know?
Yeah.
And then, like, you shake their dad's hand and then come over for dinner a lot.
That's serious.
Liking with intent.
Liking with a dowry planned.
Yeah, and the answer for rap is no.
So why do you care?
Because it kind of... I feel for the guy.
For all you knew, a week ago he was dead.
I've been trying to find him since I left North Bust.
Was he good at fighting? Does he? Can you tell us any
The
epic
line is open.
epic rap battles?
He gave me a black eye once for fun. There was another time where he literally fixed my leg with his bare hands in the middle of combat when I was stuck. So that was kind of nice of him, I guess. But
That was Whiplash. Those two stories were
Well,
completely
four
different.
and a
he
half.
was really wishy-washy, okay? But, you know.
Rock,
Yes.
you don't leave a man behind, right?
I don't even leave the guys I don't like behind.
Who's
I think you
Amanda?
understand.
Over.
I'm not saying that she should leave him behind. I'm saying why does she care? Beyond right
Because
now.
I care about everybody, Rock.
I don't even know. I was tuned out.
I know he just said it over to me.
I don't even know why we're doing
and the
this.
viewers. They were
Because
Doing what now?
if you would have asked me 2 months ago if I would have risked my life to go save his dead body, I probably would have shot you in the face.
Are we talking about rap or Wembley? I'm
We're
sorry.
not talking about rap.
Oh, sorry, you moved on from that conversation real fast.
It's called a segue.
Okay. So we're talking about Oliver.
Yeah. We're talking about the current situation that we're in.
Wait a second. So, like, oh, wow, that's really kind of crazy. Sorry. I was just thinking about how maybe you didn't care about Oliver, and then now you do. Just like Rap didn't care about me, and now he does. I don't know.
But I don't care about him. I care about the team. And the team cares about him. And I care about... He deserves an Eta Squad burial. One that Yannick didn't get.
You like him, don't you? Over.
No. But I respect the fashion in which he died, which was believing in something. Something that I didn't know he was capable of following through on. Now, can we talk about anything else? That license plate has a Z on it. Game over.
I think you're the only person playing that game.
Zeta,
Alright, well, it got me this far.
Hey, look, cows.
your mom's a cow.
Macmillan.
Macmillan.
Macmillan cows.
Macmillan cows.
Macmillan cows. All
Did
the
you know that
creatures of the
Magnolian elks can't throw up?
Magnolian?
Magnolian elks?
Melodium.
Melodium.
elks.
Sorry.
Melodia elk.
Melodia.
Melodia elks can't throw up.
That's why they get high.
I thought they had like 7 stomachs.
They still can't throw up.
I think we're getting close to the capital.
And we digress.
June 12th,
What?
617 AC.
Wait, what was this
That's
date? What
a
was this
first.
date? What date were we on?
Wait, did
6 months and 4 days until Morvid gets 1 year older than she was at the
oh
start of
my
the campaign.
gosh.
What? Did we go back in time?
Nope.
Okay.
Jumped ahead.
That's like
You said
Today.
16th?
12th. June 12th.
you guys.
That's today.
That's today. Ah! It's the end.
June 12th, 617 AC.
This is
trouble.
This is really scary.
Arriving at the outskirts of the capital, the sounds of distant gunfire echo in the night, joined with the sound of crickets in the nearby forest below the road. The troop transport and perambulator.
Sorry. Do you think that maybe? What do you think about?
It's hard to see the smoke.
Oh, these crickets are annoying.
It's hard
That's two for Nate.
Sorry.
Oh.
It's hard to see the smoke, but the steady red flashes tell the story of a city in chaos. The jewel of Falstat, Noborkiov, is fractured. The road that you guys are on was not a main thoroughfare, and it will lead you to the north side of the city. So you'll have to drive down sort of a ridge as you enter down the valley where Noborkiov is. This is the first time some of you have seen this capital. And you're at a distance right now, but it's
Definitely our first time.
it's about the size of Destershot, probably slightly smaller. But
Didn't see it.
they are both of them
He's talking to me.
are they're both larger than North Bast and Bast in general.
Greater Bast.
Look,
There we go.
That's right.
Try Bast.
I put my hair in a little braid, like whatever her face is.
Told you it was more than just Leopold and his group.
You're right. Amazing. Like, I'm sorry that I didn't just want to blindly follow orders of a guy that we hastily and harrowingly trusted.
Never mind.
Leopold pointed a gun at me once.
Leopold threatened my life once.
You threatened mine too. Friends.
I don't know if Leopold's talked to me much. I was told to kill Leopold.
Really?
Why was his cape so small?
I think you get a cape at a certain level, and then at every level past that, you get a longer cape.
I'll never get a cape.
Oh.
So, like, Premier's cape goes all the way to the floor.
Oh,
And
it's got a
drags.
train, yeah.
Yeah, it drags.
Choo choo.
I
You
bet
know, in
he's
the olden
cool.
days, they used to add patches to the capes for every king they conquered.
What do you think you have to do to become the Premier? Whatever
I
it takes.
refrain from answering that question.
Why? I'm just curious. Is it an elected official?
Yes?
You asking Nate or Nalia?
Nate.
Appointed or elected?
You can believe what you want to believe.
Unclear. Unclear. Politics unclear.
What do Rock and Cricket think?
I didn't vote for him.
What would we be told?
Boy, Skull is so far away from the capital. It's
So
like,
we don't get to vote.
it really, that's what it comes down to.
What would Petra know about the political system?
You know that your parents, I mean, they would have talked to you about how after the fall of the Ovaknian Regency and Falstat took its place, it's just a lot of infighting, and it kind of stays in the party, and that's about it. So
Yeah, power kind of stays in the party, so I guess you kind of have to join the party, so to speak.
There's a party?
I tried. They didn't let me in.
I don't know.
I wanted to get the brand. I didn't even find out that they had a cool name.
Anyway,
until
we're
after.
here, so where are we going?
Well, I mean, we might be met with soldiers from either side.
What are we doing with Little Miss?
Nalia?
Maybe we say that
still
we.
awake.
Maybe we say that we.
I know. I'm just trying to. I don't
maybe-
be
maybe-
rude.
maybe-
but
maybe-
can you make it?
Maybe we.
I can walk.
Maybe.
I'm fine.
Maybe.
Go ahead, Cricket.
Cricket, what would you like to say?
Well, maybe. No offense to you, but maybe we knock you back out and say that we're delivering you to wherever.
No. What?
What?
Knock her out?
We need a plan.
She's in a fragile state at the moment when it comes to drugs.
I know that more of it still has some juice, and maybe with our new identities.
What if Nalia operates the perambulator?
Okay, that's fine.
I don't know if
Uh,
She says.
Can
I
you
think
just-
even in this state, I'm faster than Cricket.
Ooh.
That's fine. I'm just saying we don't have a plan right now to get to wherever he is, and this is it could be an inn.
She said she's fine, so she's fine.
That's not what I'm saying.
Cricket, I understand. Can we maybe survey?
Yeah.
I'm a little bit leery about going under again right now.
Okay. If anyone else has a plan, speak now.
Well, if that's the plan, we'll just find a body.
Alright.
Look, I just feel like you don't respect me the way that I want you to, and I would really like that to change.
That was a good I feel statement, Cricket. That was really good.
Thank you.
I feel like we should talk about this a different time. Are you free next Wednesday?
If I'm alive, over.
Let's talk about it then.
We
Maybe start now.
I'll think about
might
it.
not want to march a perambulator into the city.
I wasn't gonna tell him that.
So,
And I feel like there's two ways we might be able to approach this. We can try to go under the radar as civilians. We can find Ovaknian loyalists or Falstatan loyalists and maybe take safe passage with them, see what they know.
in these uniforms?
Or
Keep the uniforms on.
and
Whoever we run into first, we're with them.
the Falstat army is gonna more likely know where Olin is, but I guess it's whoever we run into.
I could also feign being a patient because I only have one leg. Oh no! Crazy.
We also all have civilian clothes, right? We picked up at Decravos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daylight's burning. Let's move. I'm wearing my regular uniform with like a jacket over it. What? It's
I'll change into civilian clothing.
Oh,
I think
also
we should
change.
change.
I have gray pants. It's the only thing.
Alright.
Like they're not gonna see my shield on my back.
What, people
He has
don't
a
just walk
point.
around with guns?
I need this.
We should get you a retractable one.
No.
Cricket, you should make a retractable shield for me.
No. Every point that it retracts is a weak spot. The strength of a shield comes from its, I pull it off, singular plane.
Your brain is a weak spot. Over.
You could have said my brain is a singular plane.
I
That
could have.
too.
I don't want it. We're walking.
All right. Are you in a vehicle or are you walking towards the city? Tell me.
We could drive in if you want.
This is a very obviously military
The northern side of the city.
car?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Sedan.
Somewhere do you want to leave it?
Yeah, let's leave it.
All right.
Is there a Chrysler Pacifica around that you could maybe?
5.
All right. And so we walk. You know where this hospital is? By brain? You just know the name. You know the name of the hospital?
Are there street signs?
Would
Yes.
that help?
Because they always are marked with where the nearest hospital is.
Look, I
What?
just
Yeah.
have a
When?
feeling that they're not
do?
taking
I'm
him to a
looking for
hospital.
street signs.
When?
Most cities.
As you
Alright.
guys make
We
your
look for street signs.
way towards said street signs, the
Every street-
bushes and trees on the either side of the road all rustle,
Oh.
and out come a group of about 15 men with weapons.
Lovely.
As they make their way, and they have like some guys are carrying flashlights, others like literally taped onto their guns with flashlights, and the one guy walks forward, and all you see is kind of like, you know, silhouettes because the light's coming in your direction and it's nighttime, and then there is a voice that says, "Who you loyal to?"
In Ovaknian, I would say, we don't want any trouble. We're just trying to get to the hospital.
Wait. A man steps forward, and he walks past the light, so you can eventually see him.
Jeb Bush.
There is a.
Bush.
Jeb Bush
It takes
is
you
a
a
mess.
second
He's a waste.
because he doesn't look like he's covered in coal. The psychology professor
Yeah.
that was a prisoner,
What?
Alan West, says,
Adam West.
Alan,
"Yes,
Alan.
You guys know each other?
they were prisoners."
how did you get out?
Uprising. After everything went to outer darkness, we
Good for you.
That's
Was it
amazing.
Was it the train exploding? That was me.
Is Ted here?
beyond that.
Oh no.
The mercenaries, the ones that were still left, they took over everything after.
Have you heard?
Sorry we sort of disrupted the natural order of the prison and then left.
Have you heard from Joe?
Who's Joe?
Joe Noonan?
The name doesn't sound familiar.
No, shame.
Have you heard anything from Ted?
Yes, he was happy to leave. So, I live here. This is my home.
And you're
This bush?
a militia?
You live in a bush?
I'm with the Loyalists. It's the Loyalists.
You'd be better off in prison.
The loyalists.
Good.
The loyalists who are loyal to...
Falstatin,
Gotcha.
not Grigori.
Gotcha. Gotcha?
The premiere?
They are not loyal to the premier.
Not
Falstat loyalists are loyal to Avaknia.
Correct. You
Okay.
got it.
So we're from
I
Scotland.
was
They're-
thinking
no,
loyalists...
Falstatin.
They're specifically Falstatin, but yes,
Yeah.
Not the
name,
true Falstat.
The name Falstatin.
yeah.
Not the
Oh.
Previous
not the
premier.
bad.
What are we
true
doing
Falstat.
here?
The previous premier,
The previous premier's name was
Falstatin.
Petro Russian. That was throwing me for a
The
loop.
current premier is Grigori. So
Sorry, guys.
These are not.
I was not with
We're
Quick
doing
sidebar.
so
That's okay. I think
Wow.
the audience needed a reminder.
I was
Yeah.
thinking we were saying
It is a little confusing.
Falstat as in the people group.
And scene?
Good. Okay. Yeah, lots of fighting on both sides. We're not really taking a side. We're more just trying to stop.
We're looking for someone.
Okay. I mean, what do you need?
Largest hospital in the city? Nearest to the palace?
Big laboratory, maybe?
One with the most armed guards.
Southern end of the city is still under Grigori's control. Do you...
Do you know who Olin is?
The name, I've heard it maybe once, twice. Why?
That's what we need to find.
That's probably who has our friend.
Maybe we can talk. Do you have time for a pit stop?
Yeah.
Quick.
Okay. And he signals to everyone to make their way back to the makeshift headquarters, essentially. So, as you guys walk through, sorry.
Real quick,
Yes.
because I don't want to lie to these people. I'll stop Alan and trying not to let everyone else hear, because he can share on his own time. You should know that we were Falstat soldiers when we were in the prison. We were undercover, but we're not with that side anymore. Didn't want it to come as a surprise. My name is Morvid, by the way.
Alan West.
Nice to officially meet you as myself.
A spark?
You as well. Right.
Morph West.
6 for Nate.
That was funny. The buildings that you guys pass are Ovaknian architecture mixed with Falstat gray. Colorful, ornate cathedrals with onion domes sit next to straight lines of order. Permanent structures that tell of a violent, recent history. The colors that dot the sky from the domes are much different than the grays of the newer architecture, obviously. But a lot of them, unfortunately, have been bombed out. Buildings collapsed. And a lot of history lost in the span of this small little skirmish inside of the city. You see a street sign in Ovaknian that you turn onto.
This way.
Hargrave Street.
Says Hargrave Street. She can't read.
And as you walk, there are more loyalists that kind of dot this like the sides of the street. And Alan stops in front of a place, 689 Hargrave Street.
Oh. That's important for later.
And he opens the door.
89.
And you walk inside, and it is a kind of a flurry of movement here, where the loyalists have maps of the city set up. You see some guys in Falstat uniforms. You see people in civilian clothes. there's some wounded being treated here. But he leads you into back to the kitchen of this house. It's just someone's house that they're using. And you see another familiar face here as Jeb, the Merc leader, is kind of ordering people around as he is wont to do. And as you guys enter, he sees you first, Rock.
Hey, Jeb.
You know what? I'm not even gonna ask. Welcome to the party.
Yeah, thank you. We're trying to do the right thing. We were always trying to do the right thing. It's just, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Kind of.
What a waste.
You know him too? You
Jeb
guys
is
like know
nice.
everybody.
Surprisingly.
So weird. Hi,
It's
I'm
kinda how
new.
these things go, you know. Everybody
is
comes out of the
Petra.
shadows.
Petra Faulkner.
She's not the other girl that we had with us.
Brown hair. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. What happened to her?
Apparently she lied.
We don't talk about it.
Adelian's back.
Yeah. Sort of set this whole thing in motion.
Who would ever use a name that isn't their own and lie to people? Ridiculous.
Crazy,
Jack
right?
Decker.
Crazy, right? And I look at Marvin.
Jack Decker, nice to meet you.
All right.
You can call me Cricket.
So this is the uprising.
You could more or less call it that.
No cool names?
We're far past that.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
People
Has a
are
nice ring to it.
dying.
Why are you here?
Far past that.
Well,
Far past that. Has a good ring. Yeah.
I felt like my job. I never got to. I had this conversation.
Are you in charge of far
Rock
past that?
Yeah. Listen, it's complicated, all right? There's money, there's
it.
changing hands.
I get it.
Jeb's a good guy.
Well,
Jeb,
I appreciate it.
we did talk in the prison, if you remember.
So many prisons.
No, it's just the one.
It's just the one?
It's
Okay.
just the one.
So,
I'm confused.
you're the leader of far past that?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Thank you. Alright, we're here for.
Yeah. What do you need?
We need to get to the Southern Hospital.
It's our first lead, at least, unless you or your guys know anything about Olin, Victor Olin, Dr. Victor Olin, or Luvesk Gillis, or Reshik Andrev.
The guys in the perambulators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, they hit our boys pretty hard. But they
I look at Nolly.
they're holed up in the Capitol building.
Then that's where we need to go.
It's not gonna be easy to get there.
You guys
Didn't expect
are
it would be.
rebels, right? Last time in Parkstrania, you guys had the underground tunnels. What about some underground tunnels here?
I don't know the city.
Underground tunnels in Parks County?
Yeah, we fought
That's
a
so
dragon.
sick.
No underground tunnels.
Nothing to
Okay.
establish. I mean, this just started. I couldn't tell you the layout of what's underneath this city whatsoever. We've just been using buildings and streets as best we could.
Well, I don't.
Did you bring any firepower with you?
We have a perambulator.
That's helpful.
Do you guys have an underground sewer system here?
I'm assuming they do. Do you guys have one like a sewer system?
But we just don't. We wouldn't know where we're going. We're gonna be
No, of
lost.
course not. But if you find like a plumber or something,
Now's the
they could
time to
probably
use your
find you.
gathering ability to know which direction we are.
You ever think about how when you're sitting on a toilet, your butt is connected to everybody else who's sitting on the toilet at the same time? It's all connected.
Now,
That's why you don't actually touch it.
what if?
Oh wait.
What?
You just air squat, you know?
Okay, real thought, real thought.
recognizes
Crazy,
real.
crazy idea. You could say no. I don't think that if we walked up the steps of the Capitol that we would be killed. I don't think that Owen wants us dead. I think he would want us in a much worse state.
But what would that worst state
Who's Owen?
be?
He's at the Capitol for sure.
He did this to me and I showed him my middle leg.
Well, you kind of did that to you.
No, not really. He's the one who actually cut it off.
Right.
He actually knows that that's...
You lost.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, I guess.
So he did something good? I'm confused.
He's a doctor.
Yeah. Very smart guy.
Human
Also a
tester.
sociopath.
He
Most
tests
likely.
on humans.
Yeah, also
Okay.
shot our friend right in front of us.
Oh, everything that's happening, he's sort of the orchestrator of the other side.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
It's very likely he has strong connections to the Premier, which is why we need to get to the Capitol.
You see Jeb looking at the clock here and there as you guys talk, and he calls and he's chatting here and there with some guys that come in, and he says, "This is not the night for you guys to show up.
Why not?
It's trying to confirm. As far as we know, they're going to glass the city, not us, them. Hadras, and give me a second while I scroll something
What's a
down.
Hadras?
How what?
What's
Hadras?
Hadras?
They're gonna glass the city.
Make it go boom?
Yeah.
I think he means hydras.
Haven't we heard Hadras?
Definitely. Where though?
Where though? Couldn't
I
tell
don't
you.
know. Is Katesh also a flying base?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
That's what we think.
Hadras and Hichiketo.
How what?
Bless you.
What was the second one?
Hichiketo. Hijeketo.
That's quick. Come up with a name for Japan.
Oh, Hadras is the other continent, right?
Yes! That's right! There's Parthas and Hadras.
Africa. Hadras is Africa.
It's technically the
God bless the rains down high.
it'd be the Middle East.
Oh
Specifically.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait. Hadras and Hijiketo
On their way.
to attack the capital?
As far as we know, they're in league with the other guys.
It's like an Axis power.
Aim for the bushes.
World War reference.
So they're coming to help.
Them, not us.
He said the other guys.
So we also need help then?
I think that
We are running out of time in the city, is what I'm saying. So we got to do what we need to do.
Are you gonna run?
What do you need to do?
Well, we're trying to get all of the loyalist cabinet out of the city. We found some of them, but we lost track.
bureaucrats. We're worried about bureaucrats right
No,
now.
furniture.
That's my job. That's what I'm supposed to do.
All right. But
Wait, is bureaucrats?
the last thing I want is to save the bureaucrats. Sorry, Sorry.
In
To ease your mind,
with
Adelia may be on the way.
what?
It's part of the plan.
I thought you didn't want to ask them for help.
I don't. I'm not the one asking them for help. Leopold is.
Right.
They may come, they may not come. I'm sure that you know the shaky relationship
It took
that
us
we
12
have with
days to get here, so
them. I know.
be that at least that long.
Hopefully, the time we've been buying is getting the citizens out of the city.
What should we do?
Where would
What do you need? Tell me.
a way into the Capitol building?
Sit tight, okay? And he leaves the room, and some of the guys that were with him follow. It's about 15, 20 minutes until they return. All right. We could probably give enough firepower to distract anybody if you want to make it to the capital. That said, that perambulator of yours, can we use it? Can one of you use it?
No, you can use it.
I'm feeling... I can.
Nalia, don't push it.
You don't have to.
Do you know how to drive a Harbinger?
The thing I've been driving?
Right. Do you know the weapon systems on it?
He does.
Yes.
Your choice. His choice, yes?
You're his choice.
Not my choice.
What other choice do we have?
If you want to do it, you should do it. If you don't want to do it, Nalia will do it.
Well, I don't think Nalia's up
You say the
for
word.
it.
I'm sorry. Can I get like what the options here are? Would that mean Cricket stays and distracts and we're split up? Or are they
You're all going to
saying-
make your way to the capital.
Okay.
It's just who's driving.
Okay.
And it's going to be a target.
Okay.
It's a perambulator.
Maybe you shouldn't, Cricket. If we can slip out of the fighting, it wouldn't be easy for you to get out.
Do what you think is right.
I'm quick. I can bust out the things.
How's that
I
for
know, right?
respecting you?
I mean, she said it herself, that she's quicker than me. She knows the system better than I do. And I want to get Oliver out.
I'll be right behind you.
Be safe.
You too.
I mean it.
You too.
I look at Jeb and I say, do your best to distract, but don't get any of your guys killed for this. We all know what we're getting ourselves into, and we're not going to ask you to do the same.
Yeah. It's time for a little fun anyway.
And
I like this guy.
thank all the members of Far Past that.
I will, soldier. I will. That's a great time to take a break. We'll be right back.
Oh, I liked how Hardwire was playing during that whole conversation. That's cool.
And we're back. You all follow the loyalists down the wide streets of Noborkiov.
Bless you.
You hear the sounds of gunfire getting closer as as you head south along the main thoroughfare. The fires that kind of dot the city are closer to you guys now. Like a few seats drove over here and there. The power seems to have gone out from most of the city, so street lights gone, lights inside of houses gone. You would have suspected they would have been running some sort of generator in the house that where the loyalists had been. Nalia's perambulator is out in front as she slowly creeps it forward, not getting too far ahead. And you guys can see, like, here and there, you'll see different loyalists on top of roofs. They'll, like, peek up or they'll run across to different places. A lot of this feels, with the different, basically civilians in a lot of ways, it feels eerily like you are back at the first day of basic, where everything was You weren't trained soldiers. You just were conscripted to fight in battles you didn't want to fight in, or join of your own accord. There's a yell from up front as a explosion blows out a building not too far from you guys, and all of the loyalists begin to fan out, and Jeb yells for Nalia to punch it. So she takes the lead, and the boosters hit on the perambulator, rocketing her forward. And it's about the only light source now, and you see her like quickly flying away from you guys. The headlights and some of the lights that are on the perambulator, the only thing that you can see. And then you start to see the gun from the arm on the perambulator begin to fire here and there, pointing in different directions. And Jeb says, "Let's go!"
We're moving.
Explosions begin to dot around you. Everybody give me a test of alacrity.
Oh, come on.
Not bad.
9.
10.
8.
Let me see.
You're
Well,
still-
it's the worst it could possibly be.
Oh, you failed.
3.
But it was natural ones.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way.
Right, it's a natural
Cricket,
fail.
you'll take 16 entropy as the building next to you begins to crumble, and you dive out of the way, but some of the debris hits you and kind of like a little bit across the face, kind of scarring you.
I thought he was just bad at cardio.
Don't forget you have plus 30.
Nate's gonna remove that rule.
Nope, it just means I'm going to kill you harder.
Yeah. Everybody does 30 extra damage, exactly.
Oh my gosh. It'd be so bad.
Yeah, you take... How much was that bonus? You take it.
You take 14, you take
So
44.
bad. I didn't use it for half the season. Let me have this.
Jeb signals, and some of the guys up top on the roofs begin to fire across the street. You can't see yet. And you kind of saw Nalia kind of turn a corner. Actually, let's throw in some more battle heavy versus.
Oh yeah, I was feeling the same thing.
Yeah.
What a bore this war is.
It's just
so sad.
It's so bland. Gosh. Let's go with tents.
Tents. You're camping.
This is very intense.
We're children. We're
What an
children.
adventure.
So you guys finally turn the corner down the thoroughfare, and you see ahead of you and it's a straight shot, but it's about a half mile to the Capitol building, which still has its lights on. So the street is wide, and it heads just directly straight, and you can see, even from this distance, the large Capitol building itself with a kind of that Falstat gray and an onion dome on top of it. Hard to tell distances at this point, or hard to tell details at this distance is what I meant to say.
I don't like these buildings. They're ugly and they hurt.
There are Falstat Sons of
Fire?
Istini. So I have to remember what
Sons
I
of
even-
Truth.
Sons of Truth. Forces that surround this capital, and they begin to engage with the what?
Nothing.
Begin to engage with the loyalists and Nalia.
All kinds of engagement in this episode.
So much engagement. So many engagement.
I thought you were gonna say the far past sets. That's why I
Engagement with the far
The
path.
FPTs.
FPTs.
Nalia, I mean, you guys haven't really ever seen her in action specifically in a perambulator. Cricket, give me a test of logic.
I mean, it's 7, but barely.
You know the forces and what's safe to do and what would melt your brain specifically. Nalia's past those thresholds. Every
She's
turn.
far past that.
She's far past that. Yeah.
Whoa, this is melt your brain speeds, bro.
It's
my girlfriend.
You guys still together? We don't need to talk about this now.
every shot, every shot, every explosion, anybody that's firing towards her, it's almost as if she has the reaction time is almost as if she has a sixth sense of things coming.
She sees dead people because she makes dead people.
Her spidey senses.
Yeah.
And it becomes apparent that she is the deadliest part of your forces, which turns most of the attention on her. There are. What are you guys doing, by the way? Are you heading towards the capital?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a test of bravery.
7. 12.
4.
Slow for you.
10.
It's. I mean, it's a war zone.
I got smacked in the face, so I'm a little thrown off.
What did you get?
Did you fail?
4.
4.
Yeah. Not brave.
As you guys kind of dart your way through, you would. Who would be in front? Who would be leading the charge here?
I mean, unless somebody else feels strongly about it.
Go for it. I'll be right behind you.
I have their backs.
I
People shoot
lead.
at them. I shoot at the people.
Okay. You notice Cricket is hesitating.
I run up to him and I literally I grab his hand and I squeeze
Ah!
it. And I go, we gotta do this. You wanted to be here? Let's go.
I'm here.
Yeah, let's go. Come on.
I'm going.
You got this.
I got this.
Yeah, let's
You,
go.
you did. Okay.
I slap him on the back as hard as I can. Come on, buddy.
Ah!
Did you go back too?
I mean, I was assuming like we were. Oh no! If I already went, I already went.
Okay.
I went.
Both of you are going to take
Yeah, I already went.
math in my brain. 29
Oh
IP.
my gosh.
As the
I'm getting beat up on the way.
small window,
Nate said, "Are you sure about that?"
the small window of time is closing in to get to the capital.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Golly.
I didn't even get there yet.
We are running.
I'm smacked around.
The Capitol building could have been considered beautiful in a brutal way, but the sharp lines now crumble. It mixes the two architectural styles. The onion dome sits on the gray building, devoid of color like those around it. The wide streets that leads up to the steps had, not too long ago, beautiful greenery on the traffic islands. The tread marks of troop transports and perambulators left muddy pits and withered flowers in their wake. As you guys get close, Nalia swings the perambulator out in front of you as you guys are like at the steps and just like parks it there, just as essentially just waiting for you to get inside.
Do you guys think the missing Falstat princess is still alive? Never mind.
I'm just screaming, getting beat up. I'm bleeding. Like, what are you talking about?
Anastasia. I go.
Dancing.
What are we
Fire.
doing?
Burning buildings.
I go.
We're going.
To the front door.
And I'm in the back. Why are we knocking?
What are we? Where are we?
Is it the Capitol building?
Where are we at the front?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is there any other entrance other than the big front
You
doors?
have no
Where
idea.
exactly are we
We're
standing?
going-
There's a war zone happening
We
around
gotta
you.
bust in.
Windows?
I mean, there's windows to the sides of the door.
I shoot through the window.
Great. I will stick my hand in and open from the inside.
Oh, I was just gonna use my shield and walk through.
Oh, sure.
I use my shield and walk through.
Okay. Breaking the glass as you guys climb through this window.
And then I reload.
We're not subtle.
Yeah, we're already.
I mean, there's already a war going on outside
true.
with the perambulator.
You guys head inside where the sounds of battle are behind you. It's quiet in the Capitol building.
I look around. Does it look like, are there like, you know how like in video games when you go to the Capitol building and there's a war zone, there's like munitions around, crates, boxes, tarps. What does it look
You're
like?
asking me if you're in the next Call of Duty set piece?
I know,
Is
I'm
that
just
what you're
asking, like, does this look like the Capitol building, or does this look like the Capitol building that is being used as a military outpost?
It looks actually like there's a few things out of place, but largely it's basically untouched.
And are in the room with the big dome.
That would be like you're like in this like kind of atrium hallway. The dome would be like farther in a little bit. This is a large building with like it's tall too. Like there's probably 5-6 floors to the Capitol.
I
My
wouldn't.
guess is they're going to be in the room with the dome. That's where I would be.
Let's start there. If we see stairs along the way, let's mark them.
All right, let's try to remember what we learned about sweeping buildings. Backs to each other. Watch
Check your corners.
Be looking for landmines.
There's a yell from the window behind you.
Can't do the Wilhelm screamer, I would.
And it's hey. It's Jeb's voice yelling in from the window.
The broken window?
Jeb.
What?
We were supposed to find Margaret. She never showed up.
No.
Marty.
Margaret.
Margaret Miller. Hannah's sister. Cricket's girlfriend.
If you find her, let us know.
All right.
How did you all know?
She can't see me like this.
How did you all know?
She was supposed to have Olin. Yeah.
Okay.
My guess is that they wouldn't be out in. If there is anyone in here, they wouldn't be out in an open space, like a council room. They would be in some kind of panic room.
Okay, but when we leave, can we look at the dome?
Is there like a security system with like cameras?
Give me a test of logic.
cameras?
Okay, or
Okay, phones. I'll give you phones,
There wouldn't be cameras.
Okay.
sir.
I mean, that's a 10. They had cameras in that day and age.
Yeah, they did have.
Security.
Yeah,
cameras?
of course they
In
did.
the 20s.
Well, it's kind of this timeline's a little bit
Are we
We
skewing?
have.
skewed.
We have perambulators. I just don't
It's
understand
a
why
little
the
skewed.
why the holdup is always when I say like a phone or a camera. Like I okay. Anyways, I rolled a 10. It's like the simplest tech, and
He's
you're
been
like
watching too much Mission Impossible.
It's a security room. They have like laboratories
I'm
where
still
they're
figuring
tube
out
feeding
what
elements to
era
a
we're
person,
in.
and they're like cameras, no way.
Well,
anyways,
Diesel Punk.
okay. Anyways,
Are we done?
I'm done.
yeah.
Are we done? There wouldn't be any automated security systems that would be in a building like this with the age of the building. You're not sure if anybody's watching you specifically. I mean, there could be. If there's a camera somewhere, you're not sure.
Floor plan?
What's that?
Is there a floor plan? Like if I'm like in the security booth or whatever.
You're not near a security booth.
Okay.
There's no security booth near
Is
you.
there
are you our
like
clear sign?
is there something on the
secretary?
a
wall
mall
like
directory?
Yeah,
Like a welcome desk.
Yeah, I mean, there's be like the, essentially the reception.
looking around, are there any like large cables that look like they're leading a certain direction that requires a lot of energy?
Give me a test of logic.
9.
9? No. But the lights are on here, which means power's being used.
That's frightening.
Your plan.
I light a candle. No, I take out Yannick's lighter
Oh.
and I flick it on.
He's haunting the narrative.
Is there any kind of breeze in here other than from the window?
A test of instinct.
Nope.
It's just the flame's just dancing.
Let's find some stairs.
I use my air bending to listen.
Just the top
Your
line.
test of instinct, Cricket.
8. I do what Yannick did.
Yeah. There's a nice breeze coming in from behind you from the broken window.
I feel a breeze.
That's the window.
And you do hear Rock try to keep a fart very silent.
Stop
Sorry, that was
fooling around.
that was probably me. I probably made you do that. I'm
We
sorry. I'm still getting used to
are
this.
going to sweep the room.
I just fart bended you. I'm sorry.
Let's at least check the room that you want to check.
That's
Keep our eye out for stairwells.
Oh my
as we
god.
Do I see stairs?
Oh my god.
Yeah, there is
How
a,
is this possible?
There's a main
that you guys
stair.
are secretly
Guys,
talking
we
to
just
each
go up
other
the
right
main
now.
We
stairs.
whispered.
That was rock.
That's ridiculous. This
Guys,
is
we could
ridiculous.
just go up
I
the
hate
main
that.
stairs.
Down.
Down.
Security cameras weren't invented until 1969.
In what world?
In
Our
in
world.
Our world.
When were perambulators made in our world?
The main staircase only goes up. There is
Only- you can't go down.
There's only
We'll go up first. If there's a side staircase, anything else, I bet there's an underground here.
Just for the sake of lore, the Firebird was a folklore as well, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Of what?
Of a Firebird.
yeah the
Like a phoenix.
It's not a
The
phoenix.
Thunderbird.
No, because phoenixes
me a
actually
second.
exist.
I have to remember what the other thing is called.
Big bird in the sky that controls the weather.
It is it's a messenger. Firebird is the. Give me a moment. Lena said the name of it once because I have found it. So it's essentially a prophetic messenger.
I think we could just say it.
Yeah. Is Katesh like
We
the
think-
German U-boat?
We think Katesh
Is it a
is the
submarine?
submarine because we think Firebird was the flying fortress.
Yeah, I thought we thought that
You wanna
like
look for
episodes
underground
ago.
places?
Not necessarily submarine. We just knew that it was water related.
Okay.
But we also thought that it was a place
Yeah.
that they were building it. But now
But
we
it's
think
off the coast of.
Yeah, now
No, it's off the coast of.
Now we're not sure.
Are we really looking for something underground, Morbid?
Underwater?
I can't imagine they would be above ground during this war.
Is there a large carpet in this atrium area?
Give me a test of logic.
Is Norbitrov on a coast?
Noborkiov?
12.
Naborkov.
12.
12. There are many large carpets. You start to pull some up, but there's
No trapdoors, nothing?
no seams in the floor, no nothing.
Let's just start moving. You know,
Head for the
start
main
sweeping.
room, then. Main
Yeah,
room with
let's- The dome?
the dome.
Can we check the dome room, please? I want to check the dome room.
So are you heading? Yeah, to get to that, it would be up some of those steps.
Up we go.
Okay, all right. So you pass a few flights getting close to this. The then it kind of goes out on a large balcony that you kind of walk out onto. Next to this balcony, where you can see the dome in front of you, you see the office of the premier is up here.
I go look for hats. I don't know. I'm gonna go into the office and look around.
Whoa. We're gonna be tactical about this. You can have whatever hats we find.
Okay.
I open the door.
You open the door.
The door for a bomb, but okay.
Grigori is staring at you,
Oh no, Grigori, please.
but he's not moving.
I would come in behind her.
You notice after the initial shot that there's an IV in Grigori's arm, and he's catatonic as he sits in his desk.
No. Why
I'm
would
guarding
you
the
do
door
that?
and looking
Late.
for someone coming up
Do
behind
that.
us.
I go check. I go in. I check for a pulse.
Do you still have that stuff that you gave Nali?
Give me a test of logic.
Is he wearing a hat?
Give him the
Pass.
stuff. Give him the stuff.
Yep, he's there's a heartbeat.
Pull out the IV.
Mm-hmm.
Can I give it a sniff?
I'll
Give
give-
me a second to investigate.
Doctor!
There's not a sweet smell to it.
Okay. So he's just okay. Yeah.
He loves this stuff that you put him onto.
Try and kind of shake him a little bit.
Nothing.
Watching the door,
Don't know
standing just outside the office.
what this means, but I don't like it.
Probably means that Olin's closed.
You see,
probably
there
means
is
that he's given up all hope.
you see that there are things on this desk as you were looking around. Different medical tools, and there's a notepad that actually sits on this desk as well.
What's it say?
Most of it is notes from other people,
Okay.
but you find one that you are searching for, because I know what you're looking for. Olin's note. The premier may not be a suitable candidate. I will continue with test subjects 2, 3, and 4. The lights in this basement are a bit too bright for my liking, so keep that in mind when you construct R&D. Noborkiov is lost, so I will continue my research at the island. I will bring you the full results in the near future.
He's not here.
Where is he?
I told you we should have flown the Firebird to Katush.
Katesh.
We
Probably.
tried.
It
I know,
says
but
the island.
we're wasting our time.
Cricket, give me a test of logic.
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 Logic. I smart and logic. That is 11.
You see a small little flashing red light in a corner.
No freaking way. 1969.
I don't know what that is.
What is it? I'll check. I'll check what it is.
It looks like a box.
There is a camera here.
I shoot it.
Can
The
I?
lights in the dome turn off. Everything turns off.
Wait, you shot it?
What
Yeah.
did
No,
you
no.
do?
I'm holding it.
The camera?
Well, I thought I was going to check it, anyways.
Well, as you got close,
I wanted
she points
to.
the gun, the
alright.
lights shut off. is
Oh,
what
the
I'm
lights
saying.
shut off. Oh.
What's happening?
And then outside in the hallway, a light flicks on.
Can they see
That's
us?
so creepy.
What is it? What is it? I'm standing
Can they
right outside
see
the door.
us?
What
It's
do
just
I
the
see?
light turning on.
It's a camera.
What's a
which
camera?
is well established and.
Is it red blinking
photograph?
light?
Just a regular light on the wall. One turned on.
Well, now
Guys,
it's
a
bull-
light turned on out here. Do you want me to go check it out?
We see the light.
Whoa.
Hey, maybe you keep your distance from things.
Okay.
I'll check it out.
What? It's a freaking song.
I know.
What are you doing, Cricket?
I was going to check the camera to see if I could see where this, like, the signal.
Camera's off now.
Yeah, but now it's off. And there's no hats in here.
Hard to tell with the lights off.
Let's go.
The mirror had a hat on, though.
I'll take it.
All right, get your hat on.
Out in the hallway.
Okay, I'm ready. Do we want to use the premiere as a shield?
I don't think they really liked me.
I'm going to the light.
Is there another
Did you walk towards the light?
security camera?
No. If
Tell
we're
me what you're
walking,
doing.
are we walking towards the door?
I'm
I'm
walking.
going. I said I'd take the lead.
We're walking.
I'll take the lead.
I'm right behind
Do
you.
you want me
Is
to
this
throw
a door? A
something
man
at her?
door?
What's that?
A man door? A singular man
Coming out-
door?
coming out of the
Or is it a
rear's
double
office.
man door?
What are you talking about?
Into the hallway.
Okay, it's
Oh,
just
in the
a man
hallway.
door.
Yeah.
Do you
yeah.
want
So
me
wait, I thought we were in the dome. How do we see the dome shut off?
We were in the office.
How did
in
we
the
see the
office.
dome shut off?
There's like
Oh,
you can see from the
Gotcha.
yeah.
Do you want me to throw this? And I take one of my blocks of wood.
I thought it was a grenade.
No.
Oh, like towards the light?
Yeah, just to
I
see
mean,
if it's
why
motion
not?
activated. I toss it toward the light.
Well, the motion
Lands
turns
the
it
light.
on. The motion doesn't turn it off.
Just lands.
I go
go.
to sweep the hallway.
Is the premiere in like a wheelie
I'm gonna
chair?
die.
What?
Is the premiere in a
I'm right
wheelie
behind
chair?
you.
Push the wheelie chair.
I've got your backs.
No, he's not.
I know.
As you
don't-
walk towards that light, another one down the hallway clicks on.
It's just like the light, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any more
I
cameras?
want to make it clear. I'm not walking towards the light in a metaphorical sense. I continue to follow the light.
Is this a trap?
Next one turns on as you get close
Someone
to
was
that one.
watching us.
Yes, it's a trap
Why are we following it?
because
We have no other leads.
clearly it's going to
Are
take
we
us
sure
where we
it's
want to go.
not just empty here?
Why would the lights be turning on?
I don't know.
Petra, somebody was watching us. Cricket thinks it's a photograph.
Oh, yeah, those
How
exist.
small is your brain?
Cricket is right.
Cricket said it was a
We
I'm
moving,
also sweeping
a
behind
moving
us to
photograph
see if
capture
anybody's following.
device.
I
Okay.
don't have any other leads.
Did we leave
As
the
you
premiere?
as you walk away, the light that first turned on shuts off.
Not
Is it
liking that.
motion activated or is there more cameras around?
Someone's watching.
Seems like
I look for more cameras.
give me test of logic.
Pass. It's I can't math in my brain right
so
now.
stressed right now.
13.
You look. You think you just see as you turn a red little light blink, but then it shuts off.
We're being watched.
Yes, we've established that the moving photograph capture device.
Petra is praying so hard right now.
I think that we literally.
I think we're being watched. I keep following the light.
I'm right behind
It brings you back down the steps. Lights on, off, as you follow. Back into the large space near the entrance.
Trying to tell us something.
And then they continue. There's another light that heads down another hallway.
Is there still fighting outside the window? And then we're back at the entrance. Is there anyone nearby that we recognize?
There is Nalia is standing near the window.
Nalia.
currently.
Come in.
She steps through.
The premier is out of commission.
I have his hat.
What did you do?
No,
Wasn't
he
us.
was out of commission when we found him.
It was
The
a
same
lie.
way that you were out of commission when we found you.
Can you run that message?
You need backup.
I'm no messenger boy.
She runs to the window and just yells the message.
The premier is dead! Out of commission!
I let the guards.
Are we being framed for the Premier's death? 'Cause
Should
that'd
we
be
bring along a
crazy.
couple more bodies?
No.
No.
You need backup.
Did the lights just
We need
stop in this
backup.
room?
Mm-hmm.
I think we need backup because it's being sort of told that we need backup. Let's get backup.
No one else needs to.
I have a feeling.
Maybe this is the Almighty being nice again. And we should take backup.
Fine.
He is always kind.
As
but
long as they know
yes.
what they're getting into.
At least Nalia and the perambulator,
I don't think it will fit in here.
and maybe
We open the front door.
8 of
All right.
Deb's bravest men.
I'm worth at least 8 soldiers. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's do this.
I would kill 1,000 soldiers for you, not just 8.
He didn't know what a camera was.
Did somebody just barf? Did a soldier just barf in the other room?
Someone just burped in the capital.
Shoot that man!
It was the Premier's cat.
All right,
Let's go.
I'm coming.
Next light.
Bring it up the back. Watching the 6.
The inside of the Capitol building it's a pretty building.
Schnaz.
Lots of old, like, dark wood. It's almost...
What are the sconces look like?
What's that?
I said, what are the sconces look like?
Before we get to the stuff, do you want to patch me up?
Yeah, I'll
Me too.
triage.
Morbid, there's no time.
My face is still bleeding.
Technically, I could be taken out in 2 hits. Please.
Look at all these dice.
Roll your
I
dice.
Wait, one
Have
more.
we yet to heal from Yannick's death? Do we have that
No.
IP back yet?
No.
Grief takes time, my friend.
20 for you.
I knew it
Hooray.
for 2 weeks.
That's really bad for all those
you
dice.
could only be healed for 6.
Yeah.
Was this for all of us or for?
That's just, this one's for you.
36.
36. Did you hear that?
You're at max.
Yeah, no, max.
Math.
If it goes over my max, do I still
No.
have? Ah, frick.
Over shield.
Overshoot.
Engage.
The light turns on next to a door. There's a light that turns on next to a door.
I go to the door.
You open it up, and there's a stairwell down.
Told you.
I never disagreed.
Brock, do you mind?
Not at all. I put my shield down and I slide down the stairs.
No.
No, you don't actually.
No.
Well, that's one way to make an entrance.
I walk
That still
down.
only counts as one.
Because I'm the last person, I literally like take a deep breath and I go,
Wait.
if I descend into the depths, you aren't there. So be with us now.
Isn't there a movie where
Oh, Sheol.
the dead person on the ship is absorbed into the consciousness of like the security system and then like leads the players, the characters to them?
Sounds like Alien.
Wait,
I
that's
think we
Paper
are
Mario.
digressing.
It's Paper
Oh,
Mario with
yeah.
1,000 Year Door.
Now that sounds real. It sounds like something.
Everybody give me a test of bravery.
I'm not brave.
Am I down the stairs? Going down.
Be brave.
Critical success plus 2. 14.
Oh, I got exactly 7.
Me too.
11,
We rock scared of the dark.
14.
7.
What was yours?
11.
11.
The hat gives me bravery.
Everybody takes a deep breath. And you guys begin to descend down the steps. You can hear the hum of a generator somewhere down here in this basement. Yeah, it's kind of like that. You head down and
I'm leaving.
just
I don't want to know.
just like a basement
Never mind.
of any sort of like large structure, like there are there's like the boiler room and the different maintenance closets, all this kind of stuff that's kind of kept down here. Some storage places that you walk through. And a few offices as well. The lights do not come on down here, so it's pretty dark.
I get my torch
Lighter?
out.
Do we have Falstat?
How many
issued
lighters do
Do
torches?
we have tape?
Yeah, you
Medical
would.
tape?
Oh, yeah.
Medical tape? Can you medically tape this to my
There's
gun?
tape? Yeah. We have tape.
I now have a flashlight with a gun on it.
I said what I
I need
said.
the laser sight.
I have a laser sight.
Emily,
It's green. 5 milliwatt. Megawatt.
it's
If only I had my sconces.
I attach my flashlight to my gun too.
it
No,
smells
that's
that
nothing.
down here. It smells that very musty.
Does it smell like
It smells.
Avalon? Not the same
Really?
smell.
No, not the same smell.
I was gonna say,
Um,
don't get Sarah started on the gas mask.
We don't talk about it.
There were only 4.
it's.
I was so scared.
All right, let him talk.
You guys kind of head through. There's only, one long hallway that this basement kind of takes. At the end of the hallway, there's a door that's cracked open, and there's a little bit of light that's coming through the door.
Nothing is stopping me.
There you go.
Same.
You open the door. Inside, what appears to be a makeshift laboratory.
I thought you were opening the door.
There are 3 people
Uh-oh. People.
standing
So sorry.
against the wall,
Standing.
supported by something around their waist as they're on the wall.
Heads covered?
Nope.
Does one of them look like Lydia's husband?
You see Gillis and Andreev and Margaret.
Oh, he's snapped.
We just made him crazier.
Oh, this was honestly unexpected.
Where is he?
He's sitting
Oh, I thought he was gonna be like
in a
talking
desk in the
through
corner of the room. What are you doing here?
I raised my gun.
Where is he?
He's sitting calmly at his desk.
No, that's what I say.
Oh, where is he? Who?
Oliver.
Oliver.
The boy was a failed experiment. Oh no.
Where is he?
His body rejected it, Wolfred.
Where is he?
I have no idea. Nor do I care.
No more stalling.
What are you doing here?
Trying to find options.
You haven't found the cure yet.
Working on it.
Told you.
Of course I took samples. His body rejected it somehow. There must be something. Why, though? You have no other reason to be here, correct?
I can think of one. I raise my gun and aim at him.
How far away are you?
I don't think that much matters.
Well, I had a few setbacks. Sadly, I had to leave my lab in Decravos.
Sadly.
Ah! You can put it away.
Why?
It's useless.
Why?
I'm very close, I believe.
I look at Nalia.
She's in that kind of... She's just poised and ready for any action whatsoever.
I'm looking at you to give me the go-ahead to shoot this man in the head.
Victor, why did you lead us down here?
To ask you, was it really worth it? He was a child.
We should be asking you. You had full control. Why start infighting? Why now? Why not keep the forces moving? You ruined everything. Our entire country, it's gonna fold in on itself. We're gonna be taken over.
I ruined nothing. It wasn't my idea.
The rabbit hole keeps going.
Look, you have to know where he is.
Cricket.
I
We're not leaving
keep
without
knowledge
him.
in my brain that I find useful. His whereabouts to me are not useful.
Are they still alive? Gesturing to Gillis and Audrey.
I'm hoping they stay that way. Which means I'm closer.
They might know.
You'll never be as good as our father.
I'm surprised you didn't know.
O-N-I-F.
F.
He's learning how to spell. Sorry.
O-N-F-I-M.
You do look like him. It has been some time. Did he tell you what the machines do? He took to it.
In such a way.
I think he was ashamed. Ashamed of everything.
He wasn't like you. What he made was for good, and you twisted it.
What? Who's good, Cricket?
Even you know the answer to that. And it's not here on Earth. It dwells inside some of us, maybe. There's only one good, and that's the Almighty.
I step closer to Cricket. And like almost right in front of him.
And even you, even now, you can turn away from all of this. You don't have to be so twisted and evil. You could do good if you wanted to. Why?
You talk of morality. Who sets the standards, Cricket?
Only he does.
Agree to disagree. We are cells. We move where they tell us. You have no free will, neither do I.
And why does it make you so angry? You know. That's why you shot Yannick in the head. That's why you stabbed Oliver through the heart. You're scared. You don't have to be.
We'll see who's right. How's that sound?
I'll pray for you.
You do whatever helps you sleep at night, Cricket. He quickly grabs his notes.
If he makes a sudden move, I have to shoot.
Grabs his notes. Give me something.
Yeah.
It's the moment's too tense.
If he's reaching for something, I do step in front of Cricket.
Mm-hmm. Olin is a trained soldier. He's had years, more than just a doctor. And you've seen that he's got physicality. This was fast. As he grabs and you both, with his arm, shoves you. It is one motion, and both of you slam against the wall as he dashes out of the room. You will both take.
Can I get another shot off before
25,
he
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, if he's running
25?
past me and we're fighting him now, I'm shooting.
Hey, that one does just hit.
Was that me that us two that took the 25?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Your wind is knocked out of both of you.
Just one more shot I can take at him with that time.
I can't breathe. Yeah. I'll put it this way, Rock. You can't point your gun that quickly.
17.
I double tapped. So two attacks.
Did you have, what are you using?
Rifle.
Gonna be tough in this small space.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be an impairment. It's a bit
Okay.
Is
cramped.
that lady stomping on the grapes?
I don't remember what I rolled for the first one. So we'll just say the second one was a 9, and then
Okay.
okay, still a success
Okay.
for one of the hits.
Okay.
And then for the second
Got it.
one is not a success.
Okay.
But, okay, 22.
Okay.
As he runs by.
And he runs out the door?
Fast.
Yeah.
Now they
She takes off.
I try.
They are. You see them both fly down this hallway. The door slam he throws down a like a shelf, and she jumps over it as they are just. She's just pursuing him back up the steps.
I try to pursue, but before I leave the room, I give you the dirtiest look. No time for a second look. I try to chase them. Don't think it would work.
I am turning to Gillis and Andrew,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try and wake them up.
You, as you do that, you hear a yell as down the hallway, and as you're doing, first of all, give me a test of logic.
No freaking way! Oh!
The craziest thing is that I had the
gosh.
2 6s on my dice.
Uh-huh.
Here, what are you trying to do? I can help.
Oh, wake him up.
Can I?
Can I help him?
You are not medically trained.
Is it logic still?
Yep.
12.
Best you can think of is to pull those IVs out and give him a slap. You're not sure. While this is happening, there's a PA speaker that goes off.
What?
In this room. Olin says, "We're leaving!"
No.
It echoes throughout this chamber and throughout the Capitol building. Nalia, you see it in the hallway. She gets up from where she was thrown back down the steps and follows him up the steps.
I'm trying to follow.
You make it to there.
Yeah.
I'm searching the room for anything that could be
Check his desk.
useful.
You're not. They were under sedation. They're just kind of slumped at this point. You're not
Yes,
sure how long it'll
Narcan.
take.
What?
But you wouldn't Narcan the premiere.
He
But
was
I'm-
like not
Information.
sedated. He was not sedated.
Look, I don't know what to do here. I'm gonna go after Rock.
Okay.
I'm searching the room for useful papers.
Okay.
Incriminating evidence, like war
Okay.
crime type stuff.
Rock.
Give me a test of logic.
Yes, that's good. That's good. 12.
Check his main notebook. But there are samples of ambrosia here.
I'm taking them.
Okay. That's
No, I'm just saying that's crazy.
it. But he's a pretty calculating kind of guy.
Labeled?
So all of those notes are currently in his hand. That evidence.
Are they? I'm into Andrew first, and then Gillis, and then Hannah. Sorry, Margaret. Are they labeled?
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
They're labeled.
What do they say?
Embroidered.
Specifically.
What?
Specifically.
What do they say?
Just dates. There's just dates
There's just
of
dates
when it
on
was
them.
made.
When they were made.
When's the most recent one?
It would have been about 6 months ago.
6 months ago.
Cool. Put them in my bag.
What else do I find?
I don't want
Box.
What?
Bombs? In the desk?
No bombs in the desk. No bombs in the desk.
Okay.
Are we pursuing him or
Yes.
is he...
He is. Shanalia is still running after him. Are you following her?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
He's
giving
heading up.
I'm giving it all she's got.
Yeah.
Captain.
Give me a test of persistence, Rock. And same for you, Cricket. If you're trying to keep chase.
Give me all she's got, Captain.
I only got 6.
I only got 6.
You guys begin to fall behind as they run up the steps. They start to come to consciousness.
I say to Nalia, kill him if you can, it's your choice.
She doesn't say anything as she keeps running.
Who's awake first?
Andreev.
Where is Oliver? Andreev, wake up. What did you do to Oliver? Where's his body?
We killed him.
Where is his body?
It was back at the camp.
I would come back once she's gone.
I was following you, so I...
Where?
He would have been placed with the other corpses.
Hang on, I'm sad. Olin gave you the serum?
Yeah.
Do you know what that does?
No.
Well, up until this point, 98% chance of death. Olin is using you. Do you want to live?
Where am I?
Capital. A lab.
How'd you get here?
I have my own way. Do you want to live?
Yes.
I'll start cutting his bindings. Get out of here.
He looks at Gillis.
Is he awake yet?
But Andreev bolts.
Oof.
Take that guy.
They got away.
We know where he's heading.
You hear a sound from above you.
Helicopter?
Nalia?
Yeah. Why? I should have just shot him.
They're taking off in the helicopter. I'm gonna jump in the perambulator and try to shoot it down.
Okay.
You can't shoot it down if Nalia's in it.
Why would she go with him?
Cricket.
She was chasing him.
You head outside, jump in this perambulator quickly, spin around. There's a helicopter in the sky currently. And you see, as you pull around, you see Olin, it's far away from the building, jump off
Gosh.
towards this helicopter, and Nalia jumps right behind him.
Ooh. I shoot the helicopter.
He catches the right on the
I'm not.
he's down.
Oh,
He's
right.
He just grasped the bottom, and the helicopter is pulling away. Try to give me a test of logic with this. There's a difficulty with this.
Okay. And as I fire, I just say, "Almighty Protector." Ooh, that is bad. That's an 8.
-6.
Ooh.
The helicopter swings away as he's holding on to it. She misses and begins to fall down.
I try to get the perambulator to catch
Give me
her.
a test of logic.
That is 9.
You rocket forward as much as you can.
Blade.
Cut her in half.
Oh no.
And you see her. She's coming down towards you. And the best you can do is maybe give her another 15 feet.
Yeah, a cushion.
She
But I
just-
try to I jump it up and then with her I try to reverse rocket to cushion the fall as she's falling.
Okay.
So she kind of can land on it.
Yep. She smacking onto the top of your perambulator and then kind of rolls off towards the side, falling down to the ground.
Is there hands on this thing?
Mm-hmm.
I try to softly.
Yeah, give me a
Catch.
test of logic with that.
10.
Snagger.
He just wishes her.
No.
Like a bug.
Drop her to the ground. And
She
then
just lays.
I boost up to the top of the building and see if I can fire off another shot.
It would be impossible to get this thing to the top of the
I
building.
do it anyway.
To shoot towards the
Yeah,
helicopter.
yeah.
It's far now.
And I'm screaming, "Ah!"
Are we running out and seeing all this happen?
Are you?
I'm staying.
You're staying? I'll run out.
You see Cricket shooting at something.
And
This
in
guy.
frustration, I said, "No!" And I smashed the top of the building with the perambulator because I
And you see next on the street Nalia just laying there.
I run up to her. Hey, you good? This is not good. Hey, how bad does she look?
There's a little bit of blood that trickles out of her mouth.
Okay. Hey, I'm here. You want me to go get Morbid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before I want to go up, but before I would say to Morbid, I could have ended all of this right now, and I'm very upset that you didn't let me. I'm trusting you, and he's going to cause so many more problems than a couple people dying. Nalia would have wanted to die if it meant that no one else has to. Finish whatever you're doing. I'm going to see if she's okay.
You see Petra kneeling over Nalia.
Where's Morbid?
What's going on?
Where's Morbid? Something's wrong.
Obsessed with something down there. I don't know.
Can you go get her, please?
No, we can patch her up. We know
Dude, she's
basic
bleeding
first
out of her
aid.
mouth.
What do you need?
Who are you talking to?
You.
No.
Nalia.
Nalia's laying on the ground.
I ask her what she needs. I can triage, right? You can try. She's like, no, stop.
I think we need Morbid. This
You
is
go
not
get her.
look
I'm
good.
staying with her.
Nolly, look at me.
She tries to focus.
If I don't make it back, you have one choice to make, and you know what it is. Am I gonna see you on the other side? I figured. Tell him that. And I run in and I go grab Morbid. I'm booking it. Morbid!
What?
Something's wrong.
What's
Nolly's
wrong?
not okay.
Okay.
Come quick, please.
Okay. I run.
You run outside. You see Cricket and Rock near her as she's laying on the ground.
Take a look at her.
Let me test the logic. Probably a cracked spine. Her leg kind of is in a very unnatural position. Blood that comes out of her mouth. Looks like one of her eyes is completely bloodshot.
I'll do what I can.
You can fix this.
I'll do what I can.
You told her to chase Omen.
I'll do what I can.
Give me a test of logic, Melvin.
Success. Oh, wow.
-6.
What if it were Oliver? Would you just do what you could?
It's 6.
They.
This would kill somebody. She's not dead yet.
Petra.
Yeah.
Grab the most recent serum.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I give her the vial.
I'll give her another dose
Mm-hmm.
of that.
Her breathing calms down slightly. She's looking at you,
No.
and she looks past you.
No.
As you hear a in the sky as planes fly over the city, dropping bombs. She points to one that's close as it drops its payload.
Really now?
We can't move her. Not yet.
We need to leave.
Yeah, we don't have time to think about this.
Moving her will kill her.
Not moving her will kill us.
I jump in the Harbinger, and I just...
You see her with her leg. She goes, and you hear it crack.
I pull the Harbinger over.
We're leaving. I help her up as best I can with how
I grab the other side.
I'm not moving her against her will.
I'm guiding his movements with her.
All.
She's better like this than I am right now, so
I hold out my hands.
Back to the basement.
Basement? We're gonna be locked in. We're gonna be bubbled in.
Just half a block over.
Just jump into my hands.
You guys feel the explosion knocks you all to your feet.
Oh, knocks us to our feet.
Off of your feet.
Oh, knocks us to our feet.
We're alive!
Let's get in.
Seize the day!
Seize the
Get in
day!
Cricket's hands.
Come on!
Basement!
Cricket's hands.
Isn't that where they want to bomb?
I think it's safe.
We'll be just like Petra if we go in there.
Close by another explosion.
I help Nalia into Cricket's hands, and I look at Cricket and I say, 3 seconds, and then you go.
Look, if you go down there, there's no telling if you'll be able to get back out.
I bang on the glass. Cricket, we're leaving.
Where are you going?
Away
from the bombs!
Okay.
Get it now!
Go, just start moving.
All right.
I'm gonna run back to the basement.
Oh my gosh!
As you make your way,
I'm rocketing away, I guess.
if you're running back around towards it, you see a payload coming down towards the Capitol building.
I turn around and I go to scoop her up.
No, you stay.
I already said it.
You get
Fine.
about halfway before it explodes. Morbid.
Prof, you might get bingo.
Whoa.
You take
That wasn't too many dice.
500 IP.
525,000.
He winced.
He did win. He's mathing.
39.
He's
That's
limitless.
not bad. You can
You know.
there you go.
just, you know.
They have like a dice shield at least.
I need everybody. Cricket, I need you to give me a test of logic.
That is 14.
Okay, just -1. I didn't roll well.
I would like put my arm out to pull you up onto the moving perambulator.
It's like, you're coming with me and that's a command. And I rocket away.
Your hands are like this. You can't be using them.
The city begins to just erupt. All of the loyalists have pulled out on knowing that these planes were coming, and you guys rocket through on Nalia's perambulator as everything explodes.
It's working.
Screenshot it.
What is it? What's it called?
The song's
They Are
called
Coming.
They Are Coming.
Oh.
And as you rocket the perambulator out of the main thoroughfare, that
No.
is where we're going to end
No.
tonight's session.
No. No. That's not allowed.
Gosh. What about what you put in the chat? Oh?
Mhm.
Oh? Oh?
Oh my gosh.
If I can find it.
Oh my god.
Which one? The first or the second?
First one,
Okay.
please. In the quiet of the night, the weather clears around Decravos.
No.
The cold winter air is still, providing an uneasy peace that ironically can only be felt by those who can't sleep. The two figures shrouded in darkness in the depths of the earth lie at opposite ends of their temporary grave. Being in prison wasn't all that bad. If anything, the two felt as if they weren't being watched like their counterparts above ground. A small blessing, if anything. Hey, Yannick? You awake? Yeah. I haven't been able to sleep since we've been down here. The boy shifts to his back as the cold metal had begun numbing his side. I forgot to close the plate all the way. I can see the stars just past the edge of the ring tonight. He puts his hands behind his head as if pretending to be in a warmer, greener place. Did you ever learn the constellations? When I was younger, we would visit my grandparents in Greenridge. My aunt taught me and my sister the main ones. My brother and I learned a few. We just made up our own. That one, Oliver points, is Duke. That was our dog. He shivers from the cold beneath him. I always wanted to go see if there were other rings out there. Has to be, don't you think? Never really thought about it. Scriptures never mention anything out there other than the outer darkness. I would hate to visit a ring there. Yeah, well, it feels pretty dark down here too. He sits up, his head still lifted in the direction of a small glimpse of freedom. Let's say there was something out there. Something different. The stars are given at least a little light. How would you get there? I'm rubbish at physics, but Cricket might have a few ideas. Have you always been curious about the stars? The young soldier chuckles. I guess. Maybe more curious about why they're out there. They have to have a bigger purpose. If I could fly out there and get an answer, maybe I'd focus more on what's happening here. Even if I didn't find anything, it'd be an answer at least. He stretches his arms over his head before laying down on his back once more. Wonder if Cricket would say if I told him what I want to do. I don't quite understand him, but I like him. It certainly would be an adventure. Far better than serving in the Falstat army. I think Cricket would love it. He seems the type to love a good challenge. Oliver turns on his side again to face in Yannick's direction. What would convince you to come along? Want to be captain? I don't know about captain, but I'll navigate. Oliver smiles. You've been out there before then? No. But we Estelanians have a keen sense of direction. As for their purpose, I always imagine the Almighty made them to show us that there's always light in the darkness. I've heard my mom say something like that before. But I thought she was just saying things. The direction thing, I mean. He stands up and begins to pace his side of the pit. She probably would agree with you about the stars, too. Plenty of darkness here, like I said. He stops pacing and looks at Yannick. Seen plenty of it here. We should be dead, Yannick. You're right. We should be. If Kislev got his way, we would be. The Almighty has a plan. Even here. He's watching over us. I said this before, but I'll say it again. I'm sorry that I got you mixed up in this. It's all right. We're bound to get caught eventually. I honestly don't know how my copy got this far. The guard that checked my bag in Bast looked right at it and didn't bat an eye. Either he didn't care much or he couldn't see it. Do you think that's possible? Wide-eyed. Maybe he was a believer. We can't be the only two followers of the Almighty in the Falstat army. Oliver ponders Yannick's suggestion before replying. I don't know. If he was a really good actor. It's almost as if, for him, that book didn't exist. We all have to be better actors moving forward. We can't get caught next time. Oliver stands and stretches, shivering a bit as he begins to shift his weight from foot to foot. You're right, I guess. I was hoping maybe it was a miracle. I'd like to experience one. I've heard stories of the called bringing the scriptures in the boot of their car across the Falstat border, and the soldiers can't see them despite the inspections. He rubs his hands together for a minute before continuing. And I guess I did experience a miracle once. Holding back a yawn, exhaustion finally starting to set in. I suppose it could have been a miracle. Every breath is a gift and a little miracle from the Almighty. We're alive. That was a miracle. If we have his eyes to see, there are little miracles all around us. Oliver is silent for some time. I guess a miracle is just the Almighty given where he doesn't need to, where we get what we don't deserve. Another pause. Salvation shouldn't be possible. It's a miracle. That's what I meant. Are you afraid to die, Yannick? Sometimes. Are you? Terrified. He chuckles, which slowly grows to a loud, raucous laughter. He eventually calms himself, wiping his eyes. Sorry. I don't know why that struck me so funny. I guess it sounds ridiculous or something. He looks back to the stars above. I don't want to die. But that's because the dying part sounds awful. See you next time.
How can it be that as I roam, thy mercy follows me? Ne'er do I walk without thy grace, thy light abundant be. For great a sinner as am I, cannot thy will obey. But thou didst strike thy only Son, and made for me a way. In times of strife, when sorrows meet, and evil wins the day, I gaze upon thy heavenly seat, and darkness rolls away. Where can I go but to thy hand? It shields me in the fight. For all the days I walk this land, thou art my song at night. And when this heart shall beat its last, no more this air to breathe, thy cold